Okay, let's take a look. This is the composition that I've come up with that the house will rest on. This is the base, and you can see I've made a little template. I basically just kind of played around with where I wanted to put the house, and I'm going to kind of turn it very carefully here because dun, da, 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 it's all together now, and it's in the midst of drying. So everything is together, and I'm just kind of leaving it alone for right now. I learned a lot with this roof, plus the fact that I was 2 millimeters off on one side, which really, really bugged me. But I figured out how to fix it, or at least kind of fix it. So, well, kind of fix it. So I played around with how wide I wanted doors and things open. You can see this is the little back door or the front door. This is the door that opens the kitchen, and then this is the large door. And then what I did was I made a paper template. I just traced around it with a pencil, and you can kind of see some of the little pencil lines here. And then I took a gel marker. This is a Sarasa. I really like these Sarasas. And traced where I want it to go. Now, I know this is a teensy bit smaller. When I say a teensy bit, maybe 1/2 millimeter smaller. So now what I'm going to do is come through with a very sharp knife and a straight edge and carefully cut around this. And then peel this off. It's not a super, exciting thing to do, but that's what's going to happen. And I'm going to show you a little bit of that in the next part of the video. Okay, now you can see the line. It's not like drawing a super thick line. If I want to come back and add in a little bit more, I can. But the way that I'm going to do this, let's see, I think I'll start on this little tiny door over here. And that's where this little door will be fitting. So I know by placing this here, it's, like I said, just a teensy tiny bit not correct. So the first thing I'm going to do, let's put that over there, I'm going to change my blade. I've never had good luck using the little tools that come with like this little end part. I never snap them off correctly. So I just use a little pair of pliers to do it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and I'm going to be really gentle, because I know that I'm going through paper and carton board. Now I want you to notice something. I made a cut there, and now that was in a corner, and now I'm going to do it again, but I'm going to do it over here. And part of that is to make sure that that cut is in both of those corners. And because this area is going to be removed, any cuts with the straight edge, I'm going to try to make here. And this is one of those things where I'm just going to try to go really slow and keep my blade as perpendicular as I can. And I can feel when I've gone through, because you could kind of hear it going funk funk. That means I have hit carton board. So there's paper, there's carton board, there's the, okay. So you can see I've made those little cuts there. And it's going to be a lot of twisting and turning kind of thing and deciding which way do I want to go. Okay. And then carefully. And I'm not exerting a whole lot of pressure. I'm actually concentrating more. Let me move that a little bit better so you can see it. Right up here at this. I'm just kind of giving it a little bit of a press, but then letting gravity do a lot of the work. Now, as I do this, I'm not going to start peeling up anything until I've gone all the way around. So for this one, I did the cut from here to here where the door is. Now I'm going to flip it because I know I can kind of safely cut into this area right here. Let's see, move the camera again. There we go. And the reason I use the white and not something like yellow or black is because the white is a little easier to hide. I can kind of fudge it a little bit. Plus, if I need to come in and do any touch-up painting to the red, there we go. If I need to do any touch-up painting to the red, it'll go over white a lot easier. So that's my rationale of choosing the white and not say, because this is my go-to pencil when I'm doing anything with a fine line. I think this is a 0.7, 0.5. It's a teeny tiny one. It's the tiniest one that you can, one of the tiniest ones you can get. This is the one when I'm doing a very precise measurement. That's what I'm using, is this one. And I love it so much that when this stuff started coming off the outside, I just peeled it off. I continue to use it. And you can see on this one, it still has this is my 9. I do sketching with that one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go all the way around very carefully and cut. And then I'm going to peel it up, and I'll show you how I peel it up in the next part of the video.